What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be breaking down Magomed Ankalaev versus Anthony Smith. Man, the light heavyweight division is fucking bonkers. You don't know if Glover's gonna have a rematch with Yuri. You don't know what's going on. Rakic is obviously out of the discussion because of his leg. And really, this could be honestly the number one contender bout to who fights the winner of the supposed Yuri or Glover. And then obviously you have Jan Blachowicz in the mix. So, yeah, man, honestly, there needs to be a clear number one contender. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to find one. I like the matchup, though. I really do like the matchup for both guys. Smith, I think this is his last run to any idea of a title fight, or I guess a title run, but it would never happen in a million years. But yeah, and this is Magomed's. He needs a signature win, and he needs to finish Smith. I'm gonna be honest with you, he really do. He needs to finish him, and Smith. I mean, it's hard to say because like he beat Thiago Santos, and Smith obviously beat Thiago Santos too. So it's like he might have a better win, but I mean, Thiago is coming off some losses. Smith is on a bit of a run, so it looks good on paper, and he needs to finish Smith, man, and that's his only issue. That's my only criticism on him is that, and don't get it twisted. Like obviously, I like Rakic, but if this guy is the knockout artist that people want to say he is, he's gonna have to start knocking some of these dudes out, and Smith is really durable, but he's going to have to make a statement. Magomed's going to have to make some type of statement because against Santos, he looked all right, but he didn't make a statement. That wasn't a statement. That was just a win. And he's going to have to do something here. But, I mean, in terms of the rankings, though, if we look at the rankings, obviously Magomed's number 4. Smith is number 5. I like that. In terms of the stats, Magomed Ankalaev comes with a record of 17-1. Is fighting out of Russia, age 30, a height of 6'3", and a reach of 75. Smith, a record of 36-16. Is fighting out of Nebraska, age 34, a height of 6'4", and a reach of 76. So, I mean, Smith is coming with the reach advantage, and he is taller, but Ankalaev has the power of the youth, right? He is the younger guy. Smith he's still in his prime, but he's going out of his prime real quick. 34 is that last year, and this is his last chance, his last hurrah at even making a statement towards, fighting a belt one day. And Ankalaev, he's not taken seriously because of his performances. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only issue. And this is the fight where, on a pay-per-view, where he can really shine. But in terms of resumes, I mean, Smith has fought a who's of the division. He's fighting everybody damn near. He has a lot of somewhat decent wins. Beat Ryan Spahn, Jimmy Crute, Devin Clark, lost to Rakic, lost to Glover, beat Gustafsson, lost to Jones. Which, you know what I hate? You know when they used to bring up like how Jones was having these competitive fights with Thiago Santos and Dominic Reyes, and they always try to add that John Jones one, and it's like that wasn't competitive. John clearly beat him. Like, you guys are deluded. He has a win over Volkan Ozdemir, Shogun, Rashad Evans, Hector Lombard, Andrew Sanchez, and yeah, like he fought in Bellator a few times. But nothing really nothing that like really screams out. But I mean, I will give one thing to Smith. Smith completely dominated Ryan Spahn, and that was a pretty good performance by him. And Ryan Spahn just come off a win over Ian Kuzalaba, which is looking somewhat decent of a win. And I mean, he looked really good in there, hurt him, and then choked him out. It looks like Smith's boxing has obviously gotten better, and obviously he's always been good on the ground. He's always had good jiu-jitsu, but it's not like I call me a hater, but I've always felt like Smith has more like opportunistic jiu-jitsu than more than just really good solid jiu-jitsu. It's like I compare it to Tony Ferguson in his prime. Like Tony would catch guys, but I wouldn't say his jiu-jitsu was really great. No disrespect to Smith, because I saw a Rakic in his guard, for like 15 straight minutes, and he did nothing. So it's not really that good. But if we look at Ankalaev, well, I shouldn't say it's not really that good. But if he hurts you, he's a club and sub away. And his jab looks like money. And he's just like I here's what I'll say about C. He's like the utility guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like the guy you bring in that's not necessarily great at like anything, but he always has something, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Smith always has something. Like, it's not that he's trash, but he always has something. Like, he's decent at striking, but he's not the best striker. He's decent at grappling, but he's not the best grappler. You know what I'm saying? So he always has something in the, tool shed, right? And he gets the job done for most of the time. He does get dominated, but he does get the job done. And Ankalaev, man, when the competition has risen, he has also somewhat got more boring, right? And obviously, bring up Rakic, I have no problem. I'm a Rakic fan. So, ain't that a little hypocritical? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But it is what it is. Obviously, you beat Thiago Santos, you beat Volkan Ozdemir, which is, I respect that. Nikita Krylov, Ian Kutalaba twice. The first one doesn't count. Beat Dolce, Kitsin Abreu, Marcin Prachniow. Lost to Paul Craig, which was just fucking weird. Like, he was winning the whole fight. I mean, it was somewhat competitive. Don't get it twisted. It wasn't like he was like completely dominating Paul Craig, but like, how do you tap out? Like, some people to this day think it was fixed, but knocked out Maximum Aggression, which is a good win. So yeah, he has some good wins on his resume. And the Grisham one was back in the day. It was in 2016 in a different promotion. But I mean, let's talk about the last four. The Ian Kutalaba fight, the second one, he knocked him out clean. I ain't arguing that. Against Krylov, though, he lost the first round. Second 2 rounds were competitive. It was very close. Obviously, Ankalaev won clearly, but it showed holes that he can be taken down. And that's the thing about Ankalaev. Like, he's also another guy where, like, he's kind of like Smith, where I wouldn't say he's the best grappler. I wouldn't say he's the best striker. But what I will say he's really good at, he knows how to mix it up. He has really good timing, and he has good fight IQ. I'll give him that. He has good fight IQ. And then against Volkan Ozdemir, it was one of his better performances. If he was coming off this win and then fought Anthony Smith, I'd be probably a little more hyped up about the matchup. But the Ozdemir fight, he dropped him, and then he proceeded to outstrike him. Obviously, Ozdemir gave him problems with the leg kicks. And he took Ozdemir down, and he had a good performance. But against Thiago Santos, man, this is where he had problems. Thiago dropped him in the second round. There's no denying it. It happened. And he looked all right. He did take Thiago down a few times. But I just felt like, man, he should have, like, came with this crazy wrestling pressure, like Glover Teixeira, and just maul Thiago. That's what I thought he should have done, and he didn't do that. He played it safe, and I really wanted him to go out there and really sub Thiago and make a real legitimate statement. And I would have been really behind him, and I just can't do that. I kind of feel like he's somewhat undercover because, call me crazy, but I think Rakic beats him. Like, real talk. Like, Rakic has the leg kicks. He has the wrestling. Maybe Ankalaev can knock him out, but I just don't see it. I think Ankalaev would probably beat Yuri. Blachowicz, I think he'd probably beat Blachowicz because just the wrestling problems. But I think Glover, depends how, like, old Glover gets to the point. But right now, I think Glover beats him. But, I mean, he's just, I don't know, like I see what people are saying where they do see the championship material in him, but I don't know. There's something about him that he's just missing something to me. Like, he's missing something, and maybe I'm tripping, but he's missing something. But let's break down this fight. Smith Smith is good. Don't get it twisted. Smith is good. He's durable. And I think Smith is going to have to really rely on his durability, his boxing, his wrestling defense, his takedown defense. He's going to have to like jab, move, hit and not get hit, and really just try to put a pace on Ankalaev. And that's something I've always wanted to see, if how Ankalaev responds to adversity. He kind of responded decently against Thiago Santos, where he got dropped. But like, and then he dealt with adversity against Krylov. But those were early, like second round, first round. How does he deal with adversity in the third round? You know what I'm saying? Like I've always wondered that. Like what does he do? What is his true colors? And if Smith can get this fight to be grueling, dirty, because Smith has 5-round experience, more 5-round experience than Ankalaev, and he might have a cardio advantage, or maybe he doesn't, but he should probably bank on it, and make it grueling, and like almost like the Volkan Ozdemir fight with Smith, make it grueling where they're just going back and forth with wrestling exchanges, or you don't have to necessarily take him down, but just maintain the clinch and just hang on him, and then strike and dirty box and just make it grimy. And because Ankalaev in a technical fight, he wins most of the time. You take him out of his comfort zone, he might break. We've seen him break against Paul Craig. He slipped up, he got caught. If you're willing to get caught against Paul Craig, you never know. Smith will, another opportunistic guy, might catch your neck. So I could see it, but I'm a big Smith hater. And I'm not trying to hate on Smith or just be a hater. I want to keep my I want to work on that. But I just think Ankalaev is better than Smith at everything. He's a better kicker. I think his boxing is just as good as Smith or better. He has more power. He has better wrestling. Maybe Smith has more of a submission upside, but that's a maybe. Or probably actually I give it to Smith. But yeah, I just think Ankalaev should win this fight. I think maybe 29-28, 30-27. I just think the wrestling and the boxing pressure that he puts on people, I think it's going to just be too much for Smith. I just don't. Smith had a good 3-fight win streak, and he had a little good redemption story. But against who? Like Ryan Spahn, I know like he's coming off a win, but like, come on. Jimmy Crute, I like Jimmy, but come on. Devin Clark, let's not even talk about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got Ankalaev. But oh yeah, I forgot. If you're still watching this, it's actually my birthday today. So go if you make it at the end of the video, that's how I'll know you're a real one. But yeah, it's my birthday actually today, so go wish me a happy birthday. But all I really want for my birthday is Ankalaev to beat Smith. So that's all your boy really wants. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Your boy's out of here. Go follow me. I am picking Ankalaev, by the way, if I didn't make it clear. But yeah, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Like, comment, and share the video. Love y'all, and goodbye.
Breathe. Deep breath.
Yeah.
Deep breath.
Let me take care of him first.
Hey, deep breath.
My teeth are falling out.
Yeah, breathe. Hey, listen, breathe. Deep breath, Anthony. Deep breath. Listen, don't pant.